All right, fastest 15 minutes in social media, fastest 15 minutes on the internet. And my name is Judson Powell. I have no idea where my other glasses are, so I can't see. But anyway, I need you to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, hit all those buttons for me. And I want to talk today about something that's very serious. And I want to talk a little bit about white supremacy and how white supremacy is affecting the coronavirus pandemic. As you may or may not know, President Trump cut off funding to the World Health Organization. And anyway, he did it under the guise that the World Health Organization was taking China's side or whatever, when it came to how the reaction was to the pandemic. All right, and I'm talking about the early reaction, the early actions, the things that the United States did or didn't do because of President Trump. And so he was upset, but I think that was a pretext. That's just a pretext. It's a smoke screen and mirror to the real reason why the World Health Organization was defunded. And here's the thing. The leader of the World Health Organization is a black man. Okay, I can't pronounce his name, and God forgive me. But here's the thing. All right, the thing is that as soon as they started talking about testing vaccines and testing different types of medicine in Africa, the first thing that he did, Dr. G, and I'll call him Dr. G, that's his name starts with a G. Dr. G of the World Health Organization, he sent a clear and resounding no. He was like, you will not test drugs or vaccines at all on Africans. All right. And so this made rich folks mad. And I will go by and I will say it is the effect of white supremacy. It really is. And the reason why I say that is because, first of all, this man is a doctor. He has experience with pandemics and epidemics and all of these different things. He studied and he has a degree in this. He's degreed. He's a doctor, for Christ's sake. So Trump in his narcissistic white supremacist world just cannot accept being told no by a black man or being reprimanded by a black man because of what he did. And then today a tweet came out, of course, because he can't keep his mouth shut. And see, that's the type of thing that we keep talking about. It's like he's very unpresidential. It's like, why do you have to answer to everything that everybody says? Sometimes it's better to just keep your mouth shut. What's the old adage say? It said, if you keep your mouth shut, people might not realize that you're a fool. But when you open your mouth, you remove all doubt. Right? And so he's just removing all doubt that he's a fool. And the problem is that he does not want this coming from a black man. Now, this is the thing. And I've been saying this since Trump has been in office and before Trump got elected, is the fact that he's a white supremacist. He believes in white supremacy. There's no other explanation. His first chief of staff, Bannon, was and is a white nationalist, white supremacist who told people to be proud to be white supremacists. All right. So we all know. And then even when the Ku Klux Klan endorsed Trump and is endorsing him for the 2020 election, he never renounced their endorsement. He never did. He never went and said, oh, no, I don't want this endorsement, or this is wrong, or he never mentioned one single solitary thing about the KKK. All right. So now let's go even deeper into the coronavirus, because a lot of the stuff that's going on, and that's how come I make these videos, is because guess what? A lot of this stuff is racially motivated. It's racially motivated. And the reason why I say that, for example, the Cuban doctors, okay, their methods, their methodology, and their protocols for treatment are not the same as the white European doctors. And as a matter of fact, that's why so many people died in Italy, because they refused to accept the protocol of these, because Cubans are in the diaspora. Cubans are melanated people. So are the Dominicans. The Dominican Republic has doctors that can basically cure this virus and know about this virus, and then are able to be able to reverse the effects of the virus without medicines and without vaccines and all of that kind of stuff. But they don't want to do that. Why? Because they have a vested interest in trying to make money off of this virus. Then we find out that Bill and Melinda Gates, their foundation, owns the patents to the vaccines and the virus. So of course he wants to vaccinate everybody in Africa. If he vaccinates everybody in Africa, that's billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. But when you look on the Center for Disease Control charts, the African diaspora, and basically all of the central part of South America, where there's basically only black people, in Central America and also Mexico, where you have people who we would say are in the diaspora, they don't have large infection rates. They don't. They just simply don't. And all of the blackface politics that's going on here in the United States, they push this black doctor, this black female doctor in front of us saying, oh, well, she's working on the vaccine. Okay, but we don't need vaccines. In fact, one of my Facebook friends, she said, and I can concur with this, because of the fact of when we went to Africa, and they were trying to give us malaria medicine, and all of our guides, 201, said, black people don't need malaria medicine when they come over here, because you're not going to get malaria. In fact, they even told us not to use mosquito repellent. They said because the mosquito repellent actually attracts the mosquitoes. Okay, I'm just telling you, and this is what people told us as we were traveling, unsolicited information, whatever, and it actually did, it actually worked. Because we was like loading up, we had all kinds of stuff, I can't think of the name of the drug, and then we were rubbing like that Skin So Soft, that Avon stuff. We were rubbing that, and the guy looked at us. He was like, "Man, y'all are crazy." He's like, "You're black." It's like that stuff don't want you. So that's what I'm trying to say. So there is a racial motivation to all of this. And if you once again look, okay, yeah, there are African Americans who are dying, and I'm not taking it lightly, and I'm not taking it, but the bottom line is that Africans, South Americans, melanated people are not affected by this disease. The reason why the world is shut down, right now is because Europeans are dying from this virus. Italy, Spain, the United Kingdom, the United States, all of those people, we passed out. All of those people that are dying in the United States are not black. They're lying. And I'm just going to come out and straight say it, they're lying. Okay, yeah, but every single person that's black, they make sure they put it on there. Oh, this person. And then the other thing that's really killing me is they talk about pre-existing conditions, and they're like putting these people up there and say, oh no, he have no pre-existing conditions. Well, how do you know that? Because we have HIPAA laws. HIPAA laws would not allow, a reporter cannot go up, or nobody, in fact, nobody, not even your own family members, without your permission, can go up and get your past medical history unless they stole it. And if they stole it, they violated HIPAA laws, and they should be in jail. So that's why I don't believe most of this stuff that's coming out, because how do you know? How do you know what their pre-existing conditions are? And the other thing is and then they're not saying that a large percentage, and the other problem that they have with us is the fact that we're carriers, but we're asymptomatic carriers. All of the athletes, all of those people, guess what? They all recovered, y'all. You know, Idris recovered, y'all. You know, I'm just saying, most of the people that are young, no pre-existing conditions or whatever, if they use the proper protocol, they recovered. The people who are not recovering, and I'm going to throw this out there, the people who are not recovering are the ones who are not using the protocol which was laid forth by the Cubans and the Dominicans, which was the heat protocol, that you know, cold arrest, take all the cold out. And I try to tell everybody, I was like, look, you know, yeah, because when, you know, I'm not a doctor, but if you research enough, and then you figure out, well, somebody, and that's finally why the Italians said, hey, let's go get these Cubans, because we dying. And it's better for us to live with the Cubans than us to die and sit up here and think that we know it all. And that's basically what's going on. And the same thing is true right now. The protocol in the United States of America, that's why so many people are dying. And that's why they're predicting so many people are going to die, is because they're not using the proper protocol. That all the medicines and the antibiotics and, you know, and the Japanese doctor, I saw this one thing, the Japanese doctor said, look, it's not something that antibiotics can cure. It's a viral disease. So if it's viral, you have to cure it virally. You have to allow your body, either your body to fight it off, or you have to introduce something else, which is the heat. That's how you kill it. It's like kill the virus. Putting people on ventilators and all this stuff, that's just money. That's just them trying to make money. Okay, yeah, we got 50,000 ventilators coming, and they, you know, that's all you put in the media. But those ventilators are only going to keep people alive until they die. It's only going to help them breathe easier until the virus finally eats away at their lungs. That's what's happening. The virus goes in. It's an upper respiratory virus. It's like pneumonia. Once you get pneumonia, it's nothing but mucus and fluid piling up in your lungs. All right? And eventually what happens is it gets all in your lungs. You can't get rid of it. And it stops you from breathing. But you have to kill it. You know, people keep saying, well, 133 degrees, you know, the internal temperature on a steak in a restaurant is higher than that. And you go eat a steak, or you go eat ribs, or you go eat whatever you eat. Chicken has even a higher internal temperature. It requires I think it's like 170. So that's what I'm saying. And then all the other things, like, you know, the air, heating the air in your house. You know, that's what the Chinese did. The Chinese heated everything up and sprayed everything down. And so because this black man at the World Health Organization is saying, look, these people knew what they were doing and y'all don't, they're mad. So they decided, hey, we're going to take away their money. That's white supremacy. That's all it is. Because y'all mad because you didn't come up with the solution, and there are other people out there, they just happen to be melanated people that have come up with the solution to the problem. You know, and you know, like I said, do you want to live, you know, or do you want to die? And that's the thing. But the United States government and Donald Trump are taking us down the path of death. They're not taking us down the path of light. And if it's just because it's somebody with black or brown or yellow skin that came up with the solution, or who knows the solution and how to fix things, they don't want to take that solution. That's all it is. It's white supremacy. And it's going to be, and like I said, until they wake up and realize that these people have knowledge and they have wisdom, and they can cure this virus, and that they can they can eradicate this virus, you know, then, you know, he's just mad. And that's a narcissistic, stupid move. It really is. It's a narcissistic, stupid move. You know, let go of your ego. You know, I remember my dad ran a lot of businesses, and he used to always say what? Check your ego at the door. Your ego ain't got no place in this business. Check your ego at the door and do what's best for everybody involved. Because the people that learn how to help other people are the people that are the most successful. Thank you, Dad, my ancestor. I love you. Anyway, I love y'all. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. and wake up. Don't let them kill you.